Testing 1, 2, 3.
I thought you were getting a new system.
We are. Just not yet. There's, I'm the one that's installing stuff, but, per the town charter, we're gonna get 2 more quotes. So waiting on those.
Good evening and welcome to July 23rd, 2025 Select Meeting for the Town of Buxton. I'll call this meeting to order at 7:02. First order of business is a Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of prior meeting minutes, July 16th, 2025.
Motion to approve. Second.
All those in favor? That's 4 with 1 absent. Discussions held between 4 and 7. At 4 o'clock, Chief Collins came in. We talked about he has a couple vacancies and what we could do different to try to get some more help. At 4:30, Grace Malhern, the rec director, came in. We talked about the land at Torrey Hill that the town bought and how we were going to be using it. At 5 o'clock, we had a resident come in about his taxes. 5:30, the CEO, Patty McKenna, came in. We talked about a couple ongoing issues in the town that are in court, and that was about it with that. At 6 o'clock, Hunter Cox and our new assistant, Donna, came in and just went over some different things that, were going on in town, and trying to make sure that Donna is up to speed now that Hunter is leaving. At 6:30, the tax collector, Shelby St. Louis, and the treasurer, Bill Hall, came in, and we'll be correcting the mill rate in a few minutes, and it'll be self-explanatory. Projects and issues, Chad.
Yeah, so this week, it was mainly in regards to, we got a couple calls about the closure of Route 22. That's going to be starting here towards the end of the month. Just a few days before that, they're going to go down to one-lane traffic on that road. And my understanding is that it's going to affect the area between Haynes Meadow Road and 202. They're redoing, the state is redoing some very large culverts across the road, and it's going to be too tough of a project just to do a one lane for too long. It's going to be pretty big, so they're having to close the whole road down, probably be about 2 weeks. Unfortunately, the state didn't communicate much with us or the Public Works, so we're just trying to put everything all together and to make that all happen. But yeah, and so those are some concerns about one of the businesses down on Haynes Meadow Road about losing customers because of it, and putting up signage, and so we're working on that with them to try to help them out, but hopefully it'll be a painless couple weeks, so.
Heath.
Yes, I met with Patty last Thursday, the CEO, just to go over some items. And then yesterday I went and met with the chief of police and just discussed some items with him. And that's about it for this week.
Tom.
Yep, I've also, like Chad, had a few people reach out about the road closure on 22. I don't have a lot to add to what he said. But as he did say, it is a DOT project, and they didn't give us any information prior to putting up the message boards and letting the public know. So we've kind of been on the same page as everybody else. And also, I've had a little bit of correspondence with the board and the code enforcement officer this week on the ongoing issue on Rocky Dundee Road. But that's it other than that.
I've been in a couple days. I've talked to Bill, the treasurer, just working on making sure that we had a mistake with the mill rate, and that we had gotten that taken care of and found out what happened, and it was with our computer system, Trio, and it has straightened out, and they did an excellent job trying to straighten it all out, and we caught it before it was too late. So that was the good thing. Any old business? New business, I had Route 22, August 4th, they're closing it for 14 days. And both Chad and Tom commented on that already. Executive orders, executive order 25260714, in order to sign the assessor's certificate assessment mutual tax assessment warrant, mutual tax commitment warrant, and the certification of assessment to be returned to the mutual treasurer, and to set the tax rate for the fiscal year 2025-2026 at $11.40 per thousand.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That was 5. And originally, we had set it last week at $11,985, so it's less than what we thought. Executive Order 25260715, in order to approve a supplemental tax warrant and certification for fiscal year 25-26 in the amount of $5,000 for MAP 3, Lot 49.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That's 4 with 1 absent. Executive Order 25260716, in order to approve an application for a veterans exemption for MAP 4, Lot 62A5.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That's 4 with 1 absent. Executive Order 25260717, in order to approve the hire and appointment of Jordan C. Hancock as a full-time career firefighter paramedic effective July 29, 2025, at the rate of $36.42.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That's 4 with 1 absent. Executive Order 25260718, in order to appoint David Field Jr. to the position of Agent Board Member and Heath Knight to the position of Alternate Agent Board Member to represent the town of Buxton by serving on the Eagle Maine Board, term to expire July 1st, 2028.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Can we vote on that too?
Of course you can.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. All those
All
in
those
favor?
in favor? That's 4 with 1 absent. Any executive orders by initiative? Accounts payable and payroll warrant. Executive Order 2425-06022, in order approving expenditures as documented in Accounts Payable 111.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That's 4 with 1 absent, and that amount is $12,669.72, and that is for last year's budget. Executive Order 2526-0719, in order approving expenditures as documented in payroll warrant number 6.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That's 4 with 1 absent. And that amount was $123,103 and no cents. Executive Order 2526-0720, in order approving expenditures as documented in Accounts Payable number 7.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That's 4 with 1 absent, and that amount was $883,163.02. Next meeting of the board. The next selectmen meeting will be Wednesday, July 30th, 2025 at 7 p.m. The next planning board meeting will be Monday, July 28th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Any other business? Public questions and comments?
Dave Hyman, Buxton, you said that the state didn't communicate with you on Route 22. Did anybody communicate with you on whatever they were doing, moving buildings or something down 202 a couple of weeks ago that was holding up traffic forever?
Not that I'm aware of on that, no.
Did you hear anything about that?
No, I did not. No, I mean, I heard about the event, but nothing leading up that it would be happening.
Yeah, I was just curious. I mean, nobody said anything about it. I come down 202 and there was traffic lined
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
a long ways. And
Well, the problem is with like this 22 thing, if it would have been nice to at least have a couple weeks' notice, you know, so we can get the word out. We didn't really know about it until all of a sudden there was some signs up, and I just, even myself, I glanced at the one down by Plumbers, and I kind of looked at it closed, I figured for a day or two, and, you know, so I didn't think anything of it, and then I realized it for the length of the time. I'm like, well, it would have been nice to know about something that major, but.
yeah, I mean, I saw one on 112 there and it said road closed, but you see it on 112, you think it was 112 that was closed, but.
You're right.
It's for over on 22.
Yeah,
For the detour, I guess. They put some signs up within the past couple days they got them covered up, for the detour route, but when I saw that one lit up, it said road closed.
Well, it's just nice to, I mean, even for like the fire department, police department, to know that, if they've got to cross those areas there.
Well, that's what I thought the other night when they were moving that building. Did they notify anybody in town that the thing was Route 202 was gonna be shut down because you couldn't get through? They had the whole road blocked right off in some spots. Moving, they were two buildings, parts of buildings, I guess, for cement. But
Yeah.
the trooper told me that I was behind her when I come up, and I had to wait till I got to one of the side roads to turn off, and she told me to hang back just in case traffic had to get in, but there wasn't anybody coming. But anyways, they were big buildings. They were moving everything up, every service, every telephone loop, everything coming across there. I don't know how they made it through the lights down here, but I didn't follow them that far.
Where was it going, do you know? Did you hear?
All she told me when she got out, she says, "You gotta hang back a little bit." I said, "Okay." And she says, "They're going all the way to Hollis, so if you know an alternate route, you probably want to be taking it." I said, "Yeah, I gotta wait for an alternate route before I can take it. I'm not gonna turn around and go all the way back into Gorham to take the spur, and go either direction." So, but I was just curious if they said anything to the town. I mean, if something would have happened, the fire department went screaming down through there and the road was blocked off.
Yeah, I'm not aware of anything, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But,
Anybody else? Seeing none, I'll call for adjournment at 7:15. No executive sessions.
None.
Okay.
So moved.
All in favor? 4, with 1 absent. Have a safe week. Thank you for watching.